Yo, to guys, today I am joined by Justin Lamb, and he's gonna tell you exactly how he grew his personal brand with Instagram ads.
Yeah, guys, what's up? My name's Justin, and I'm a 17-year-old entrepreneur and digital marketer. And basically, over the past, I want to say 2.5 months, I went from something like 600 or 700 followers to like 7K, which is like pretty insane to think about. So basically, I just did this mainly through Instagram story ads, which are a very powerful tool for anyone of you who are looking to grow your personal brand. So yeah, let's jump into it.
Yeah, hell yeah. And like, yo, he just 10x'd that shit. Grant Cardone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what did you exactly do for your Instagram ads? Like, what was the ad about? And, you know, what did you put in the ad? Let's start with that.
Okay, basically for me, when I first started off, since I had no editing experience at all, I just made like a really quick edit in iMovie, but then I quickly realized after split testing it with an ad that my graphic designer helped me put out, obviously the nicer ad worked better. So I would recommend for any of you guys, use a graphic designer. Just if you don't have a personal one, just hire one off of Upwork or Fiverr, really cheap, but get one done and make sure it's looking nice, and then split test it a couple times with a few other creatives as well.
Yeah, you're talking about split testing, and yeah, how to split test properly, because actually, guys, we recorded this video, but yeah, so some technical problems. But yeah, so I told him about the thing with split testing. You need to use the Facebook tool for split testing. It was called A/B split test, right? And if you don't do that, if you create two separate ads, if you put the same demographic, Facebook will penalize you for that. And it's a thing I read around a week ago or a couple of days ago. And yeah, keep this in mind. You shouldn't be using, creating 7 different ads with the same demographic, because Facebook is going to see that and it won't like that. So keep this in mind. For split testing, what do you recommend? Do you recommend adding, adjusting it, the ads, just switching one word or switching 2 words, or just completely building a new ad from scratch?
I would say sort of a different ad, because especially for story ads, you change 1 or 2 words, not really going to make a difference at all. Because it's the same thing, right? If you're promoting your personal brand page, what I usually say is for example, 17-year-old entrepreneur and digital marketer, and then I'll put making thousands online or something like that, and then I'll be click my profile picture to see how I do it.
Yeah.
That's the main text that I put. I try to keep it short, because another little golden nugget here, Facebook doesn't like it at all if you use too much text in your ad, so try to avoid that as well. Just make it mostly video. But yeah, for my text, it's very simple, so I usually just like to test 2 basically completely different creatives, with different videos or pictures. Yeah.
Yeah. With the text, I remember there's a 20% rule. It can be 20% of this on the screen. And guys,
yeah,
I'm gonna actually be creating a video on how to create high converting story ads with Justin later on. So if you want that to happen, click the like button and comment down below. And yeah, so guys, a really important thing you have to remember when creating a story ad, you must read the rules. Please read them, no matter what, because it's so easy to get your Facebook account banned just because, for example, you say how to lose your belly weight, stuff like that. It seems innocent at first, but Facebook sees it as an insult. In the last time Justin talked about this, but when they see it as an insult, they're just gonna take down your page. First of all, they might take down your ad at first, and then they will take down your page. And to get the page back, that's impossible, because their support is shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say especially if you're in the fitness niche, try to be careful exactly what you the exact text that you put in your ad, because even little things lose belly fat in the next 2 weeks, or things like that, they find it for some reason derogatory, you're intentionally trying to insult people who are obese or something like that. They're really weird policies, so make sure you say something more general, get in peak shape in the next 2 weeks, as opposed to lose body fat.
Okay, Justin, why would you recommend doing ads on Instagram versus then other platforms like Instagram Stories? Why shouldn't I do an ad on, the feed or ad on YouTube? What's the difference?
Okay, so I would say like it depends on what exactly you're trying to market. Like for example, obviously if you're doing something that pertains to like that's a little bit more serious, pertains to older demographics, like for example, if you're doing like real estate, obviously like Facebook is more suitable for that because on Instagram people aren't really in the mood to like talk to you about buying a house or selling a house, right? So like more serious stuff targeting older demographics, definitely use Facebook. But in terms of if you're doing like simple e-com stuff, like for example, you're drop shipping like Drake hoodies or something like that, or you're promoting like your personal brand page, go with Instagram, please, please, please. Because first of all, you're trying to grow your Instagram anyway. So it's not like they have to go from Facebook and redirect to your Instagram. And the second thing is that, most of your demographics going to be on Instagram like 90% of the time. Like 99% of people are like in our age demographic, like let's say 15 to like 25, 99% of them are going to be like, yeah, I use Instagram more than Facebook. Why? Because like Facebook is like an outdated app for them, for this generation. So it really depends on what you're doing. But if you're doing personal brand stuff or if you're doing like e-com, like definitely do Instagram story ads.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, it's just Instagram for entertainment, Facebook for like serious stuff. Right.
Yeah.
And when you're doing Instagram ads on the story, actually, people are more likely to see it because I read a study on it a while back. I need to send it to Young Hustlers chat. I need to find it again, which was saying basically, whenever you're in the feed, you get in the habit of scrolling. You look for the picture, you look at the picture for like 1 second or 2 seconds, and you either like it or you swipe up, right? You swipe away to the next picture. And people aren't going to be engaged. They won't really care about what you say in the picture, what's in the picture, especially if it's an ad. They don't know you at first, right? So they won't really care at first. But with Instagram Stories, when they're on their phone looking at Instagram Stories, they're more into the stories because a lot of times people are putting video on there. Like you either have to listen and stuff like that. So you're treating it like differently. Like Instagram Story is like a different app in an app, right? So they're at least gonna watch 3 to 5 seconds of your ad, so they're more likely to convert. Yeah,
all of that is true, guys. Like Reinis said, like in a nutshell, like for simpler things, go for Instagram, definitely.
Yeah. And the thing I wanted to talk about was, guys, like plan your budget. What would you actually, Justin? I'm gonna let Justin take over this one. How to properly budget your ad. Let's say I have $40 for the budget.
I would say first of all, like I rarely do like lifetime budget. I save that usually for my like social media marketing clients, but for like personal brand stuff, like basically pace it day by day because again, like I said, you want to be split testing, so you want to be able to like conveniently stop it whenever you want to. And have like start off with like a smaller budget because obviously if you waste, for example, if your budget is like $40 and you waste like $20 in the first day, and like it's more than just spending like half your budget. It's the fact that like it's not even worth half, it's not even close to worth half your budget because in the first day, like usually days 1 to 3, like Facebook's just working on optimizing like the basic steps in optimizing your ad, like finding the best like target demographic, which is why like you'll find like within the first 1 to 3 days, your cost per click is going to be a little bit higher than you're used to, which is fine because Facebook needs time, again, like I said, to optimize to find like the lowest cost per click for like the best audience. So give it some time, like pace yourself, start off low, and then whichever ones are like the winners, like basically just increase your budget from there.
Yeah. Guys, split test with 2 completely different videos. And as Justin just said, find the winning one and put all of the money into winning one. So, but
don't get too like satisfied with it.
Like, of course.
Anything like, in Facebook ads and Instagram story ads, like, yes, you have your winner. You want to go like almost 100% into it, but always be like cautious. Because like at any moment that ad can underperform, and then like if you're not prepared, just your cost per click just increases through the roof. So you also have to be willing to kill your ad. Like, don't get emotionally attached to your ad, and then have a backup one that you're willing to split test with again.
Yeah.
You know, once once the ad like, you know, loses its shine. Yeah.
I have two things I want to tell. Number one is your ad. You should focus on your ads longevity, and by this I mean, if you have a $40 budget, as I said, don't, as Justin said, don't spend half of the budget in the first couple of days, just because you know, first of all, Facebook just needs time, you know, to like get the algorithm going. Second of all, you know, when somebody is gonna see, like, for example, I'm always putting this shaker cup as an example because it's always on my table. When somebody sees a shaker cup for the first time, at first they might look at it, they're like, oh, okay, and they swipe away. They don't give a shit about it. Like, nobody's gonna buy your product when they just see you for one time. It's repetition what keeps them going, right? For I don't know, for like a book, I'm gonna be talking about Russell Branson's Expert Secrets. I saw that book. I saw the book for like 7 times. And then I had a recommendation from Justin, actually, and I started looking more into it, and I'm about to buy it, to be honest. And this is what keeps you going. Like, if they would have spent like $500 in just one day on advertising, I would have seen it in one day. I would look at it and it just go away, and I would forget about it. And that's the thing. Maybe after the third time, they might be looking at the cup like, oh, you know, the cup is looking great, I might have to buy it, and then they forget. And then you hit them the 4th and 5th time, and they're like, "Oh shit, yeah, I had to buy it," and then they cop it, right?
Right. So, and people, the thing is, like, people, like, I want to mention this as well. Like, people think it's not like the ratio between like reach and impressions is like very, very important. Like, they want like people to only see it once, because on the surface level, they're like, why even bother retargeting? Like, it's kind of like wasting their budget. Like, if people don't follow me the first time, they're not going to be following me again if they retarget. But that's like plain wrong. Like, you look at even guys like Ty Lopez, dude. How many times does that guy retarget you?
Hell yeah.
Like, and like, you see his, if you're on YouTube maybe like 3-4 hours in a single day, you'll probably see his ad like at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, I kid you not. Like, especially if you're in the entrepreneur niche, he's gonna target you like 10 times. Dude, of course, like, at least at one point you're gonna click onto like the little link at the bottom that's like leading to his website.
Of course.
Because you're just like, okay, I'm sick of it. I need to check this guy out, and like that'll just like get rid of my like anxiety of just seeing him over and over, and like fear of missing out.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing that applies to Instagram story ads. Even if they click or they click on your profile picture or swipe up or whatever, they go to your profile picture or your page, sorry, and then they don't follow you. Maybe it's just because like it wasn't, for some reason, it wasn't convenient for them at that time.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't mean they weren't like completely interested, or maybe they didn't follow you. It's just maybe the situation. So like, it's not bad if your impressions are like much higher than your reach, because that just means that people have seen it multiple times. Yeah.
And repetition, like when you click on an ad for like Ty Lopez, he's really good at retargeting. He preaches retargeting. Retargeting is basically, it's more for like a funnel type of, it can be more for like a funnel or for like an e-commerce platform. You can't really do that with an Instagram account because you can't put a pixel on your Instagram page. But yeah, basically just retargeting. And in this case, that would be just, you know, running your ad more and more, like often, you could say, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and then not being afraid that the impressions are higher than the reach, because that just means people are being retargeted.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, this video was just overall why you should be using ads and like basics, how to use them, some tips for you. We're gonna be doing another collab where we are gonna be actually showing you how to create an Instagram ad that's killer, that's gonna like help you grow your page, because this guy with his ads, he can grow your page by like 100 to 150 followers a day. That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing.
With like $2-3 ad spend, so it's pretty. And the followers are engaged too. I think my initial engagement rate before even running it was like 8%. Now it's at like 12 or 13%.
Yeah,
which is counterintuitive, because when people grow, usually their engagement rates decline. Not the case. So pretty crazy to think, man.
So Justin, before we wrap this up, do you have anything you want to mention about Instagram ads and, you know, growing your page with Instagram ads?
Yeah. Okay. One thing I really, really want to mention, like one of the biggest takeaways of this video is the fact that, you know, swipe up used to work very well, Like I remember when I started running ads like back in October and November, swipe up worked like the best for me, obviously because there's a little flashing sign on the bottom that says swipe up.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, like I noticed, I think right on January 1st, so the start of the new year, like they did something where like swipe up completely takes you to the like, so it takes you to your Instagram page if you swipe up, but then it opens up in Instagram's native browser.
Yeah.
Which is not ideal because people have to log in to follow you, and most people don't. First of all, they don't even remember their username and password. And second of all, even if they do, they're not going to bother.
Yeah.
Right. So the best alternative is to direct your potential followers to click on your profile picture, which is on the upper left corner. So yeah, just direct your followers there in whatever creative you decide to use. Otherwise, you're just going to be missing out and like wasting a lot of money. So
yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem with this is a lot of times when you try to click on the icon, you were actually talking about this in Immense Mastermind Facebook group, or which one? Which one? I remember you talking. On Wi-Fi Money, your own mastermind. Yeah. And it's basically sometimes you can't click on the profile picture, so it's kind of broken. So keep that in mind. This is why you need to have a short and memorable Instagram handle. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's gonna be like Justin Lamb, like shit, you remember it right away. So if you can't click on the profile picture, you can just go to the search tab and search it over there, right?
Mm-hmm. And in the rare case that it doesn't take you to the page, most of the time the reason is you haven't connected your Facebook page to your Instagram account. So like for example, I've seen like multiple examples of like brand accounts doing story ads. Right, and they tell you to click their profile picture, and it doesn't take you anywhere because, like, and you can tell too, like the name on the upper left corner is like it has spaces in between, which is actually the Facebook page name.
Yeah.
Like obviously on Instagram, your account can't have like spaces in between, so that means they didn't like link their Instagram account properly, and that just loses like a bunch of conversions for them. Yeah, so guys, make sure like I think on the last step in creating your story ad. On the actual ad level itself, on top it'll say like where do you want to link this creative to, like which Facebook page and which Instagram page. So make sure that you guys have those like set up properly so that you're not losing any like conversions.
Yeah. So I think we can wrap this video up finally. And before we end this video, I want to give word to Justin to talk about a couple of stuff. I want you to talk about your Telegram page. The Telegram page, Telegram Mastermind group. It's fucking amazing, guys. You should join. And you should talk about your own page. What's on your page and why should people follow you?
Right. So my personal page actually used to be like more fitness related, but now complete overhaul ever since like October and November when I started getting into digital marketing and more into the entrepreneurship side. And real quick, guys, one thing I do preach a lot is top of mind awareness. So what that means is that like you want to be known for, so basically you want to focus on like one thing at a time. Right, because if you're a page that's like, oh, I like to do fitness, and then I like to do like Forex and digital marketing, like everything combined into like one bundle. Like maybe I like to do art on the side. Like people aren't going to remember you for like something distinct. People are just going to be like, oh yeah, this is a guy that does everything, and like it's not really ideal, right? Like, it's much better if you focus on one thing at a time, which is why I obviously transitioned over to like entrepreneurship for now. Build that top of mind awareness up so that when people think entrepreneurship, they think of you, and then add other layers on top. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing with my personal brand, and it's been exponentially growing ever since, alongside the story ads. And and I'll talk about the Telegram group we have real quick. It's called Young Hustlers. So anyone can join, guys. I would highly recommend you join. It's absolutely free. It's a mastermind group, but like hundreds of people can join because obviously it's a Telegram group. But there's
link in the description.
Yeah, link in description, guys. And as long as you have like you don't even have to be like super knowledgeable. I know a lot of beginners in the chat just trying to learn, but then they want to contribute as well. So as long as you genuinely want to help provide as much value as possible, right? Because we all learn from each other one way or another, and you're willing to also listen and take advice and like accept criticism and all that, dude. Please join up. It's going to help you so much in whatever journey you're going through, whether it's entrepreneurial or fitness. Anything like that, we're all super supportive. So join up, guys.
Yeah, it's great to like be with like-minded individuals. And with the first thing you were talking about, people knowing you, for one thing, whenever I talk with a lot of people through Instagram and social media, people generally know you for two things: you being the Instagram advertising god, like Instagram story advertising god, and one of the best affiliate marketers in the game.
Thank you. Means a lot.
So yeah, guys, as you can see, when you think of affiliate marketing and Instagram story ads, you think of Justin. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want us to do more videos, just click the like button, click the subscribe button, and follow this guy on Instagram, Snapchat, with like every social media. Do you have a Snapchat, by the way? I don't know.
I don't really use it, honestly,
Yeah.
but yes. Just go ahead and follow me on Instagram, guys, and thank you, Reinis, for having me, and we'll wrap this up.
Yeah. I'm just gonna dab out. Justin dab out. Justin dab out. Dab out. Oh, that's so cringe. Oh! We got it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.